Hello coders, welcome to teCHemistry. In today's session, we are going to see how to render an HTML page instead of an HTML response. Okay, instead of HTTP response, we are going to render an HTML page. So in the last session, we created an application and we ran the application and we saw this response on our web page. Now to create an HTML page, the first step is to click on our app folder. So just click on this and there is this option on your Explorer new folder, or you could also right click and there is this option new folder over here. Both ways are fine. So I'm going to click on app and I'm going to create a new folder, and this new folder has to be called templates, okay, because Django is automatically going to search for a folder templates in our app. The reason being, in our project settings.py, the templates has been set to this particular folder name. We can change the directory to a separate one in a separate location also, but this needs to be updated. For the time being, as this is our first application, we will stick to this templates format itself. Okay, so the application needs to have a templates folder, and within this templates folder, let me just close the settings.py. So within this templates folder, we are going to create an HTML file. So let's just create a HTML file. Now again, in your Explorer, there is an option called new file. So click on that and just since the function is index, because we are calling index, just for simplicity's sake, we will call it as index.html. We can name any name for our HTML page. So this is my index.html, and you can see that this is an empty page over here. So I like to type, let's say the same way, welcome to Django framework. That would be fine. So I'm going to write h1 and welcome to Django framework. So I have created a file. I need to save this file. Now what I need to do is I need to go to my views.py and inform about the updation. So now I do not want HTTP response. I'm going to render a page. So I'm going to remove this function. I no longer need that. I will call the render function, which is by default imported over here. So I'm going to import this render, and here I need to make two changes. The render function takes two parameters minimum. So the first parameter is the request from the user, and to that request we are rendering this response. And the next option is my HTML file name. So I do not have to give templates slash index.html, because by default Django goes to templates folder. I only have to remember the name of my HTML file. In this case, it is index.html. So I have made this change in views.py. URLs, I need not do any change because I have not changed my function name. My function, if you see in views, it is still index. Okay, it is receiving the client's request, and to that particular request, it is rendering this index.html page. Okay, so let's just run the server now. Since we have done all, there is another change pending. If you see, this is still notifying that there is one unsaved file, so we need to save that also. So that's why I'm giving file save all, and then let's just run the server. So let's click on the link. Once we click on the link, you can see that now it's rendering the HTML page. The reason being, in my views.py HTTP response we had written welcome to Django, right? But here in HTML, hello was also there. But right now in this HTML page, there is welcome to Django framework, and it is rendering that HTML page. In the next session, we will see how to add HTML structure to index.html by using HTML boilerplate.